All railroad spikes are mild steel. They won't harden. They make terrible knives, terrible axes, and nobody in their right mind would ever make a tool out of a railroad spike. While there is some truth to the fact that the common spikes are mild steel, they aren't really hardenable. But does that mean that all railroad spikes are mild steel and make lousy knives? No, of course it doesn't. There are the HC spikes, which, contrary to popular belief, does not stand for high carbon. It actually means higher carbon. It's kind of confusing. And it's a little hard to find exact information. But Blacksmith Depot, who sells these higher carbon spikes, has the metallurgy on their site. They got the metallurgy from the manufacturer. They have it listed on their website. You can look it up and see what the carbon content of these spikes are. In this case, it's 0.34% carbon. When you get to 30 points of carbon, that's a medium carbon steel. So this is 34 points of carbon. That's well within the range of a medium carbon steel. These are hardenable. It is not the same thing as a mild steel spike. So that is misinformation. But it even gets better than that lately, and I don't know how long these have been on the market. I've only known about them for 6 months or so. Atlas Knife and Tool, you can tell it's Atlas Knife and Tool because the head of the spikes is A key and T, Atlas Knife and Tool, is having spikes made out of 1078. So that's 0.78% carbon or 78 points of carbon. This is a high carbon steel spike. This is going to harden, it's going to take an edge, it's going to hold an edge. Plenty hardenable to be a decent knife, and it's going to be able to hold an edge. I doubt that these spikes were ever made for the railroad, so if you're worried about owning railroad property, these were probably never owned by the railroad and are never going to be because they're being made for the blacksmithing community. And I think the only place to get them is from Atlas Knife and Tool.